Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Go With Your Gut podcast. I am your host, Lauren Dreyer, and today we are talking about opposition because it seems like no matter what you do in life, the hard seasons will come and there will be opposition from something to hold you back or slow you down or make you double think, make you second guess yourself for everything you are doing. And usually we always think, we don't always think, usually people default to opposition being bad because we don't typically like people coming against us or telling us that we're not doing something right or whatever the case may be. Either way, we don't like it when people come against us or things come against us or maybe things don't go our way. Maybe we don't get an opportunity or somebody else gets the opportunity that we think we should have. Or we think we're not getting somewhere fast enough. I can attest to that. Or people make comments that get you down. Whatever the case may be, we will come against opposition no matter what. Maybe you have a difficult personal or work or business situation or a bad health condition that is really bringing you down and it's hard on you, it's hard on everybody, and it's just kind of getting the best of you. I have kind of been in that place lately where I'm like, okay, it seems like lots of things are coming against me, and I've been pretty decent about saying, no, I'm going to work through this. I'm not going to let me get it down. I'm going to be happy for everybody who is doing other things and getting maybe the breaks that they want or taking those next big steps to get where they want or, achieving that big success that they've worked so hard for. And I've talked to a couple people lately and I've been really excited about their moves, their success, and ultimately them being happy where they went. But it's kind of left me thinking, okay, I'm getting a bit frustrated with things, which has happened a couple times in my life. I don't know about you all, but it gets to the point where I'm like, okay, something's got to give. And I think I've been apparently a little down about this because this morning I was listening to a podcast and it was about opposition, if you would imagine that. Also, why I'm here right now. And it was the Joel Osteen podcast, and he was talking about opposition, but in a way that I hadn't really thought about it before. And he was talking about when we're in harder times, we don't grow from the easy times, right? The easy times are the easy times. It's the times that we're, having fun or being free and easy and just enjoying it. It's the hard times where we have to get some grit, put our heels down, and pull out that extra strength and lean on our support system, lean on your faith, lean on whatever you need to. Make some of those hard decisions and really decide where you want to go, how far you want to push, because it's always going to be in that opposition and those hard seasons that make us stretch, make us grow. The things that, well, let's face it, they don't push us out of our comfort zone. They more of slam the door on us and push us way in there, whether we're ready or not. And I always think we're a little hesitant to do some of the things that we want to do, because there is no guarantees. And a lot of people are hesitant to do something that they don't know is going to work. Um, Everybody's future is unknown. No matter who you are, things could go south. You could have a lot of things in place and things could change in an instant, and you have no control over what happens in the future. And I think a lot of people are um, very nervous about that. Nobody likes the unknown. And so we want to control everything that we can control, which I think that's kind of human nature, right? But when opposition comes towards us, our immediate reaction is to say, how the heck do I get out here? And how the heck do I move out of this place as fast as possible? What do I need to do to resolve this? What do I need to do to fix this? And sometimes the things that we do don't work because they're not supposed to. Those things that are opposing us, those situations that we're supposed to work through, no matter what they look like, those things are meant to make us grow so that when we overcome them, it will launch us further into where we need to go. And that was a brand new perspective, not because I haven't been decent about accepting change and being okay with change. I've learned to be pretty good with that and knowing that change will always happen and we're always changing. Our seasons are always changing. So that's not really been a problem for me. But I've kind of been one to get frustrated when things just keep persisting. And I'm like, okay, when is this going to be over? When am I going to move past this thing, whatever it is? The problem I can't fix, getting past, I don't know, whatever is in my head that's holding me back. Because most of the time, let's face it, it's in our head that we make up. But most everybody knows the story of David and Goliath, right? Biblical, yes. And, David was this small guy and Goliath's this like huge giant. And there's should have been no way in heck that David could have beat the giant Goliath. But he had to face Goliath in order to be known as the David that he became known as. So that kind of gave me a good visual, because opposition that comes against us sometimes has to come against us in order to be that springboard to get where we need to go. That opposition has to come at us so that it will apply that pressure and cause us to have faith in ourselves that we can do it, and make us get the guts to do the big things and grow how we need to so that we can overcome those opposing forces. So working past maybe a difficult situation, a relationship, maybe going towards a different job that maybe you weren't expecting, a promotion that either you weren't expecting is you think too much, anything. It could be anything. A health condition that is not going the way that you want it to. You have to shift that perspective, shift that mindset, and say, you know what? This is hard. Yes, it's hard. We can all just admit that a lot of things are hard. Life is hard. But if we can shift that perspective and say, okay, yeah, I'm in a point in my life that is going to be stretching me, shoving me right out of that comfort zone, because that's what life has a tendency of doing when it wants to move you somewhere that you may have not had the guts to just do yourself. And so facing that opposition and living with that opposition and saying, okay, it's here. How do I deal with it, and how do I overcome it? Not avoid it and get out, but how do I overcome it? How do I figure out what I need to do? Because chances are, when you get past that opposition, you will have obviously grown. You will have learned probably something, a new skill, something about yourself, and you'll be prepared for whatever the heck lies on the other side of that obstacle. But we run into obstacles for a reason, because they're there to make us grow. They are there to make us stretch. They're there to make us grow mentally and learn to trust ourselves so that we understand that we can make it through those obstacles. That is what I have for you today. Hopefully, I was able to shift your perspective on obstacles a little bit, because that was a little bit of a light bulb moment for me this morning, and I don't know why, but it was. Apparently, I needed to hear it. Hopefully, that helped you all. And as always, go with that gut and then keep going.